What's up? What's up, everybody? We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. A lot of stuff to talk about. So we have 4 new updates in the news. Well, actually, 3 new things. One is just like the timetable for when everything's actually going to be applied to the different servers. But we got a lot of stuff. We have 2 new events. We have a big update. Notice all the new skills for the new Street Fighter units, which we'll take a look at together. I have not even taken a look at it myself because I was like, if I'm going to read through both of this, if I'm going to read through this and then get my thoughts and then do a video, I'm like, let me just read it on the video. Let me get my first impressions on the video. I did take a look at some of these other events, so we can take a look at that. I also took a look at some of the other things. We got some cool stuff. So first off, we have Nat5 collaboration monster Ken giveaway event, and it's looking like he's gonna have Rage Blade runes. Didn't I mention that? I either mentioned that in the last video or in the comment section. I put it as a side note, is that it was looking like there was going to be a way to get him, he was going to have runes. Actually, I think I mentioned it on Instagram too. I may have mentioned it a few times that you guys know of, that he was going to have runes kind of like the Vampire Lord. So he has Rage Blade runes for Ken, and he also can be skilled up in this event as well, so you don't have to spend, maybe you have to spend a couple devil months, but you at least get him somewhat skilled up from this event. So, the event schedule is until November 1st, so you have 2 months to complete this event. How to acquire points. Use 1 energy, 1 point. Use 1 arena invite, 3 points. 1 dimensional hull energy, 5 points. Summon Street Fighter collaboration monster once is 150 points. So if you buy the packs, it's going to be much faster, but you don't need to buy the packs to do any of this. You could just farm. You guys know what farming is, right? No, don't ask them that. Don't ask the audience that. No. Oh, God. You'll never get this monster. You'll never get him. Anyway, Street Fighter collaboration monster. Check out the exclusive monster Ken. I believe it's going to be a fire. I don't know if they said. Yes, fire attribute. Street Fighter 5 collaboration monster Ken as a default 5-star monster with fire attribute, not a random this and maybe that. Maybe you'll get a water one. Maybe you'll get a light or dark one. It's going to be all fire monsters, which is what I said previously in the previous video. So if you get 2,000 points, you get Street Fighter collab Nat 5 monster kit. There's other stuff in the event, but that's really the thing that we care about is the Nat 5 monster equipped with 6 runes, just like the Vampire Lord was. Just 2,000 points, which just means farm energy. Farm energy, do dimensional hull energy. If you have dimensional hull energy capped right now at 100, if you just get rid of all that, if you farm all of it, that's 500 points in itself, right? So that's already 1/4 of the way down. And then we have the second part of the tribute scrolls. Yeah, no, not that thing. Third part, event 3, Street Fighter collaboration monster skill event. Skill level up chance will be given every 2,000 accumulated points, and you can get extra skill ups for the unit. We still have the music on, right? Okay. Fantastic. So that's the first of the events. Second one, collaboration monster sticker event. Oh my God, sticker! It's not really stickers. It's stickers in the game. So basically, what you do is you farm, and then when you're farming, you get special. What is it? I think it's called seals, right? How to get fighter seals? Yeah, you get the seals. So you get seals every day by farming all scenario areas, Cairo's dungeon, Rift Raid, dimensional hull content drop, summon default 3-star plus monsters. You get extra seals from that. Seals is just the currency for the event, right? Don't get too hung up on like seals. What does the seal do? It's just what they're calling currency. And then collaboration exclusive dungeon fighters dimensional rift up to 30 additional seals every day. That is kind of like a mixture between Dimensional Rift, where you like farm to level up your units, and also Hall of Heroes a little bit. It's not a Hall of Heroes because you're not getting units specifically from that. But we'll take a look at it in the next part. Don't get too excited about the Hall of Heroes. It's just because it has different levels, is why I'm saying Hall of Heroes. That's about, or anything in Cairo's dungeon that has like different levels. I shouldn't have said Hall of Heroes because people are gonna not understand that. Collaboration monster sticker. So you basically get seals. And then you trade them in for random stickers, and then it's like, oh, blah 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 blah. Here's a sticker, and then you get one of the stickers for one of the units every time you trade in your seals, right? You get the seals from farming, you trade them in for random sticker. You get the random sticker, And then when you accumulate more than when you accumulate a certain amount of stickers, you can get a reward, right? That's oh, you've done this achievement. Here's a reward, right? One of each sticker type, mystical scroll ×2, and 4-star rainbow mon. 2 of each sticker type, summoning stone 100, ancient coin 20. 3 of each sticker type, 6-star legendary rune, and 6-star legendary rune. But it's just random, right? 4 of each sticker type, Immortal Grindstone Hero plus Ancient Coins. 5 each sticker type, Attribute Scrolls, Fire, Water, Wind, and Rainbow Mon. So all of these different things. And then 10 of each sticker type is a Street Fighter 5 scroll. Fantastic. So you want to keep farming and farming and farming and farming until you get the seals, the event currency, trade them in for random stickers, and then you get the stickers, and then when you collect enough stickers, you get all these things. So we also see one monster among collaboration monsters with 1 attribute, blah, 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 will be summoned. Oh, that's just talking about the Street Fighter scroll. And I also, in addition to that, if you get 10 Ken stickers, you get a Super Angelmon, 10 Ryu stickers, you get Devilmon, etc., right? So anyway, we see that. And then we see enter Fighter's Dimensional Rift 50 times in total is another Street Fighter 5 scroll. I hope that I'm not missing anything. I'm trying to go over this super fast. So there's going to be a collaboration dungeon, which we can see in a second. But if you enter the Fighter's Dimensional Rift, you get a Street Fighter 5 scroll for you. We do it 50 times. So let's take a look at what it actually is, so we can see the update notice. This is just the time. Oh no! This is the good one. This is the good one. The auto update notice is just the timetable for when it is. The update notice is where all the craziness is, right? All the stuff. So we can actually see their skills. I'm not gonna click on that right now. Maybe I will include it in the. The video though. Maybe I'll include a clip or whatever. Collaboration exclusive content. Fighter's Dimensional Rift has been added. So remember how I said it was like the Dimensional Rift where you farm XP for your monsters, and it's like super. It's a lot of energy, but it gives you a lot of XP, right? So it's basically kind of like that. It will appear in the scenario map at random, and the location will be changed every time you clear once. Difficulty level will be increased whenever you can clear the dungeon. You can clear up to 5 times per day. And then you get all these extra fighter seals, and then you get, of course, if you clear it enough, you get a Street Fighter 5 scroll. So there's 2 scrolls. So they're giving you a Ken automatically. They're also giving you 2 Street Fighter 5 scrolls from the events. From that. And also we have a new rival NPC, Master X. And this is a Street Fighter collab thing, because it's only available until November 1st. So it's not going to be available all the time. So anyway, and then... No, he doesn't give anything extra, does he? No, he doesn't. Collaboration monsters will also appear in the Trial of Ascension. Didn't I say this as well? I said there's also rumored to be, from credible source, that there are going to be rewards from Trial of Ascension. I thought they were supposed to be for TOA 100. Is they were going to give out. Maybe they changed it. Maybe they decided against TOA 100. They're like, let's give it out at 50 instead of 100. But now it's going to be, instead of Mystical Scroll 2 from TOA 50, it's going to be Collaboration Monster, also is the boss for TOA 50, and it's going to be a Street Fighter 5 scroll. So it should be for both. I believe it's going to say both TOA and TOA Hard. Yep. After the reset on September 14th, though. So it's not going to change the current TOA. It's just going to be after that. So if you're like, oh, I already did my TOA, it's not this TOA. It's the next one. Anyway, Collaboration Monster will be summoned in Awakened form, and default 5-star Ken can be awakened from Collaboration event will not be summoned. Not be summoned. So, you gotta get him and keep him, and don't, I mean, you're still gonna be able to get his other version of, like, the Summoner's War version of not Street Fighter version, after the event, so you can still get the unit with the same skills. If you, for whatever reason, get Ken from the event and then feed him, don't do that. But if you do that, you're still going to be able to potentially summon the same unit in the future. But yeah. But not the Street Fighter branded one after November 1st. Anyway, collaboration exclusive has been added for collaboration monster summoning. So what is the... Actually, I did not see this. SP summon has been added for collaboration monsters summoning. Chance of summoning Street Fighter V collaboration monsters. Street Fighter V collaboration monsters applied slightly higher than other summons. Used currency, scrolls, and blessings will be the same. Interesting. I did not even see that. Collaboration, new special items from Shop Efficient, which we already knew. We already took a look at those in a previous video. We took a look at the value of the new packs that are going to be there. World Arena Season 14 rewards. We're already familiar with this, right? This is nothing new. Magic Room Scooter. Ooh, I mean Vroom Scooter. Yeah, very exciting. Dimension Hole, Dimension Monthly Dungeon will appear in Dimension Alunia soon. Challenge yourself against the strong Dimension Predator worth light attribute. There you go, that's going to be the next one. Cairo's Dungeon Improvement. The rune rewards dropped in Giant's Keep, Dragon's Lair, and Necropolis have been adjusted. Rune drop rate of lower star grade in B7 through B11 has been adjusted, which has increased the rune drop a higher star grade overall as a result, not in 12. For example, the chance of 5-star rune rare dropping from B11 has been decreased, and the chance of... So if you guys are not farming B12 yet, if you guys are like maybe early mid-game, you're struggling with B12, still, this is going to be good for you. If you're already end-game and you're like, I'm already farming B12, this is irrelevant, right? Chance of 6-star rune legend dropping has been increased by that decreased chance. So, there you go. That is for the, again, that's just for the, B7 through B11. So if you're kind of early to mid-game, and you can't quite farm B12 yet, then this is good for you. If you're farming B12, it's irrelevant. Then we have the Ancient Tormentor for Steel Fortress. Ancient Tormentor is the boss. So this is basically, I believe, is just stunning for 1 turn instead of a 2-turn now. Because 2-turn was pretty brutal, right? It's like, oh, Violent Proc. Well, it didn't get a turn because it's stunned for 2 turns. So it's just going to be stunned for 1 turn. Now, if I recall correctly, I'm not sure if that's going to be too much. I think that's the big thing to take away from the Thunderbolt passive. It's a 1-turn stun now. Cairo's Dungeon ranking info from some dungeons are now available. There you go. You guys were asking a lot about when the dungeons, when the ranking was going to be there for like the best times and best teams. Now, there you go. Ranking info for Steel Fortress Puncher's Crypt are added. This one, you guys are going to like this one. You guys are going to like this. Monster Skill Balancing. It's not a whole balance patch, just like I said. It's not a whole balance patch, because it was a balance adjustment. When the balance patches are usually worded balance modifications, this one was a balance adjustment. So this is just this little tweaks to balancing, just tiny things. Dark Vampire Blood Contract additionally gains a turn instantly after using the skill, his 3rd skill. So then he's going to use his 3rd skill, and then it's going to be like, okay, now I'm going to use my 1st skill. Well, because ultimately you're thinking he's going to use his 2nd skill, but he's going to use this. He's going to use his 1st skill. It doesn't say AI. It doesn't say AI improvement. It just says gains another turn. Anyway, that's at least an improvement to stability for your Steel Fortress teams. That's great for everyone that's using the Dark Vampire lore there. Kung Fu Girl, very interesting. Effect added, blocks beneficial, because she's like, oh, Chun Li came in. Poo-poo now, right? Blocks beneficial effect to be granted for 1 turn, 100% chance each attack in her Shadowless Kick. That's her 2nd skill, if I recall correctly. And then the Wind Dragon attack removes all beneficial effects, is now blocks beneficial effect to be granted and decrease attack speed for 2 turns each. So, now it's gonna be Wind Kung Fu Girl is gonna be better for Steel Fortress, but it's still random. It's still random hits. But at least Wind Kung Fu Girl has a use now, right? So they made pretty much one of the worst Nat 4s in the game. Sorry, not sorry. One of the worst Nat 4s in the game. Actually relevant in one of these dungeons. I don't know if that means build the Wind Kung Fu Girl. Maybe you could use her for like against the Omars now too in Guild Wars. So at least you have a 2nd thing. So I mean, she's I don't know. She's got a lot of beneficial effect block now. She's got skill 2 and skill 3, and the skill 1 can combo into the skill 2. So she could be the best beneficial block. What is that? The best beneficial effect blocker in the game, considering every single one of her skills should be able to block beneficial effects now. Then we have the Lizardmen. Lizardmen, yes. Increases crit rate by 30%. Destructive Blow is now blocks beneficial effects for 2 turns with 75% chance. And then the Fire Brutal Skin passive is now blocks beneficial effects for 1 turn with 100% when attacked. So maybe the Fire Lizardman is the best beneficial effect blocker in the game. 2 viable new options for Steel Fortress B10. Fantastic. Very nice. Artifact Improvement, a feature that allows you to check the value range of sub-properties in the artifact info screen has been added. That's great. Can we also have some... There's also some other artifact improvements as well, which we're going to take a look at in a second. Yeah. Artifacts you possessed before. Oh, the price has been increased. Selling cost of normal to hero artifacts has been increased. Okay, so the artifacts are more valuable now. Also, the price to upgrade artifacts has gone down because people have been like, wow, it is like people going through 100 million mana trying to upgrade artifacts. How many people is this gonna piss off because they're like, I just spent 100 million mana? I've heard that more than a few times, that people like blew like so much mana, millions and like not even millions and millions, like tens, hundreds of millions of mana upgrading these artifacts. So yeah, I think people probably not gonna be, they're gonna be happy that it's, you know, better overall, you know, for the future, but they're gonna be like, man, I really wish I didn't just upgrade all of mine. See, I was holding off on upgrading them. I'm like, that's crazy to upgrade. I'm just gonna try to wait for better artifact. They don't exist, but anyway, let's see that. Guild Siege battle info. I just want to make sure I got everything right. I'm hoping I didn't glance over anything. Artifacts will now be applied for all free rune removal related feature as well. Applied to free rune removal event, Goddess Amiria's Blessing, new summoner exclusive benefit, package item, free rune removal item as well. Guild Siege battle info improvement. The Guild Siege battle of the info of the guild will be changed based on seasons. UI that shows the current rank and victory rate will now display the current record. Total siege points. I don't think I really, I mean, like, okay, this is just Guild Siege stuff. And then the Devilmon pack from 1 time per month to 2 times per month. Okay, and Vic's issue on Go Back. We really don't care too much about that. It's just whatever. Anyway, let's take a look at the actual. Let's take a look at the actual skills of these units, because this is what I want to see. And the block beneficial effects and stuff like that. I still think we need an artifact management. And I know we need, I know that the auto farm wasn't going to be in this balance patch though. I know that, or in this update, sorry, not balance patch. I know the auto farm is going to be the next one. So anyway, let's take a look at some of these. Ryu's are all nat 5s. Okay, use Hadouken on the enemy, decrease attack power. So that's the first skill. Shoryuken, uppercut, and leaves a branding effect for 2 turns. Hadouken will be activated in succession with a 30% chance. This kind of reminds me of like the Kung Fu Girls, where it's like, chance to attack again, chance to do this. Actually, the martial artists also do that, don't they? Like, chance to attack again. Yeah, this is kind of like similar to the martial artists. Contras, you just copied your own units, didn't you? Oh, don't call them out on things. Well, I'll get banned. Okay. What I meant was, funny. I'm just kidding, Contras. You're the best. Don't ban, please. Okay, martial arts instinct. I gotta stir the pot, don't I? When being attacked by an enemy, the chance of receiving a glancing hit increase up to 50% as the enemy's attack power is lower than your attack power. Ooh. If the enemy's attack lands a glancing hit, counterattacks with Shoryuken, which leaves a brand. Interesting. So, this is, although this is kind of like, it's up to 50%. But isn't it kind of like the Wind Sniper a little bit? Kind of. Okay. I mean, I'm not super excited about it, but, you know, maybe he could be, you know, Molly doesn't seem that interesting on paper, but, like, you see Molly's being useful, so maybe we'll have to see this in action. Not really my style of play, but could be cool as, like a tanky bruiser, right? Anyway. Hadouken for the water one was the same first skill. Second skill, Tatsum. You guys, you know how to say that, right? I don't have to show you how to say the second skill. The Teppanyaki or whatever. Attacks all enemies 3 times. Each attack has a 30% chance to remove 1 beneficial effect. Absorb attack each. This is going to be great. We already talked about the other Ryu. That is going to be great for. Well, actually, no. That was the Ken skill. Remove beneficial effect, absorb attack age. It's the same. Okay, it's the same as Ken, which makes sense because their skills in the game are very similar as well. But that's the same as the Fire Ken. So Water Ryu and Fire Ken have the same second skill, which is, I mean, that one's actually better for Giant Dragon's Necro. He's got the triple hit and triple hit for Necro. Aside from that, it doesn't really matter that much. And then Giants and Dragons, remove beneficial effect, absorb attack gauge is not bad. AoE, right? AoE, absorb attack gauge. Also good for like Fire Rift Beast. Damage, Mind's Eye passive damage will be offset and your attack will be filled up if you receive damage during the turn of the enemy. Damage will be offset and your attack bar will be filled up if you receive damage during the turn of the enemy? Every turn? That seems like... Because then you just proc all the time. Is that not too OP? I feel like that's too OP. You cycle turns whenever the enemy hits you. The damage gets offset, which means you don't take damage. And you get a turn. That seems very, very strong. That seems very strong. At first glance, that seems very strong. Sometimes I'm wrong about these things, though. Sometimes it looks like super strong and it's not. Or sometimes it looks like not that strong, it's like super insane. Anyway, Wind 1. Same first skill. Second skill, uppercut to inflict damage, brand, and then the activation of the first skill. Triple combo, attacks the enemy to remove all beneficial effects if the enemy has no beneficial effects after the enemy. Oh, this is the one that we already saw in the dev note. So, remove beneficial effects. Attacks again, weakens defense, and then powerful finishing strike after that. I want to see this in action. I want to see if it's as cool as it seems, or because it seems like a Daphnis, right? So I want to see if it's better or worse in action in gameplay, but it's similar to Daphnis, kind of. And then we have the Light 1, same first skill. Light 1 second skill, AoE, remove beneficial effect, absorb attack gauge, just like the Water 1. Denjin Hadouken. Collects energy to increase your attack power by 2 turns, shoots the extreme Hadouken on all enemies to inflict damage, ignores damage reduction effects, gains a turn instantly if the enemy gets defeated from this attack. Yo! Ignores damage reduction effects, attack power buff, and ignores damage reduction effects. That's potentially... That seems really cool, man. That seems really cool. It's all enemies. He's got 2 AoEs. He's got a self-attack power buff. He's got 2 AoEs. One ignores all damage reduction effects and gives himself another turn just like Alicia. So that seems really cool, man. I would love to get that line. I mean, of course, I would love to get any of them. But that seems really awesome. I really like that one. I like that one, and the Water one seems cool. But we'll see him in action. Probably the Wind one's the. Which one do you think is the craziest? I don't know. I kind of want to see all these in action. Anyway, Dark 1, Shoryuken is the second skill for that, which is just a brand and gets a Hadouken activated. PPK combo is the third for the Dark 1 attacks, 6 times with endless attacks. First 3 hits decrease one enemy's attack bar by 30%, and the fourth hit stuns that enemy. It afterwards attacks all enemies 2 more times, increasing duration of harmful effects granted on them by 1 turn each. Decrease enemy's attack bar and stun, and then AoE. That one's gonna be really brutal in RTA. Well, I would actually like the Tatsumaki second skill for that too. That would be very broken if it had the Tatsumaki and then the PPK combo for the third skill. I feel like that would be a broken RTA unit. So good thing those are on 2 different units. Anyway. We already talked about the Ken. He's got the same, he's got the attack power break first skill. He's got the second skill, attacks all enemies, remove beneficial effects, absorb attack gauge, and then the brand, and then increases by 15% for harmful effect on the enemy and instantly gains another turn if the attacks land as a critical hit. So you want to ruin him with like super high crit rate, max optimally. And this potentially would be a great unit for Dragon's B12, I feel. I really feel like this is going to be a great unit for Dragon B12. And because that Shinryuken is going to be also a nice combo with, like, if you're using the Water Homunculus, that's going to be a nice combo with him. Okay, so let's go on to... Cannot be used as a material to craft ancient crystals, which we already saw from the other ones. Are we not seeing any more Kens? There's only one Ken? There's only one Ken, guys. No more than one Ken. Okay, I didn't know that, actually. Okay, Fire and Bison, all 5 stars here. All 5 stars, all of those are 4 stars, all of those are 4 stars. Okay, so it's not like a mixed elements of like, some are 5 and some are 4. Psycho Inferno raises the Psycho power to attack the enemy, provokes with a 50% chance. Double Knee Press attacks the enemy 3 times. Absorb attack bar by 20% each. Recovers your HP by 30% of the damage dealt. The damage of this attack is proportional to your max HP. So it's looking like they're all HP tanks. Okay, so all these are attack type. All these are HP type. These are mixed between defense, support, and attack. And these ones are support, attack, 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 support. Okay, so they're mixed and mixed. But these guys are, the 5 stars are attack for Ryu. And then Bison is HP. Anyway, wraps the ultimate psycho power. Ultimate Psycho Crusher wraps the ultimate psycho power around your body and dashes towards all enemies to attack 3 times, damage proportion to your max HP, similar to a Beast Monk, kind of. Also, each attack decreases attack bar by 30%, decreases attack speed for 2 turns, and stuns 50% chance respectively. Triple hit. Each attack decreases attack bar, attack speed, and stuns. Each attack does all 3 of those? I feel like it's actually the first attack does a decreased attack bar, second one does speed break, and then third one stuns. That's a great unit for TOA. That's a great unit for control. Yeah, that's a great unit for a dungeon. That's a great unit for a lot of stuff. I really like that Ultimate Psycho Crusher. I would love that that Fire Bison. That seems like a really good like Shazam and the Water Beast Monk got together. Well, not Shazam. It's really good. It's a good fire AoE bruiser. It's gonna be a fantastic unit. If you guys get him, you're gonna love him. Water 1. Raise Psycho Power to attacks the enemy provoke. Psycho Crusher wraps the Psycho Power around your body, dashes towards the enemy to provoke, and a decreased attack power for 1 turn. More damage according to your max HP, and this looks like it's just a single target one. And then Demonic Being passive destroys the enemy's max HP by 30% of the damage dealt when you attack an enemy. Also, if all allies are attacked by the target with destroyed HP, the incoming damage will be decreased in proportion to the destroyed HP. Okay. Similar to how when Skogul, when we destroy his HP, his attack power gets nerfed, this is going to be like the version of that you do to a DPS unit. So, I don't know that I love that one. He may still be strong, I just don't like the playstyle. It doesn't seem like a fun playstyle, but it's probably one of the things like, it doesn't seem fun, and like you see it in reality, and it's like, oh, it's amazing. But it doesn't like ignores defense or anything. But it's every time he attacks though. He destroys HP every time he attacks. So where do I like this? I'm trying to figure out where exactly I really would like that. Against fire bruisers. I don't know. Anyway, Wind 1, Psycho Inferno, the same first skill. This Psycho Crusher is the provoke, and Head Press is his third skill for the Wind 1. Attacks the enemy with a downward attack to remove all beneficial effects. Attacks all enemies with a powerful downward attack and decrease their attack bar to 0. Is it just a single target remove beneficial effects, or is it all of them? Remove all benefit. Yeah, I guess it's just a single target first skill, and then the second one is AoE, decreased attack bar. So that seems pretty cool, I guess. I don't like that with the second skill. I would like a different second skill on that. But I feel like the double knee press would be a better second skill for the Wind 1 with the head press. Maybe I'm alone on that, but I feel like that one would be better combo there. But that's not bad. Decreased attack bar is pretty nice, but it's just a single target remove beneficial effects. So anyway, Light 1 attacks the enemy 3 times, absorb attack gauge. The same double knee press with the second skill. Psycho Power, third skill for the Light 1. Absorbs HP of all allies by 50% each. Absorbs HP of all allies by 50% each. Afterwards, increase the attack bar of all allies by 40% each. Increase the attack power for 2 turns. Absorbs HP of all allies? Increase attack bar, increase attack power, and attack speed. Why would you want to absorb the HP of all allies? Here's the thing though, this is potentially like super insane. Like there's a definite downside of absorbing HP of all allies. If you take that away, he is an attack bar buffer of 40% attack bar buffer. Think about like him as opposed to like Bastet He's basically like Bastet and Bernard. He does the speed buff, he does the attack power buff, and it's a 40%. So I feel like maybe he's a phenomenal unit on Swift runes. Like, very, very, very fast. That's what it looks like. And then there's the downside of absorbs HP of all allies by 50% each. So, is it worth the downside? I feel like, well, I guess we'll have to see. Because remember, Mo Long, we hated Mo Long in the beginning. Oh, he hurts himself when he attacks. And then Mo Long is like, oh, nerf Mo Long. And then Mo Long needed to get nerfed because like, he's too OP. But yeah, we didn't like Mo Long at first. So I guess we'll see about him. I mean, that's a really good arena offense skill. But you hurt your team in the process. So, and then the dark one, Black Moon. Oh, we already saw the dark one's thing in the dev notes. So, it basically, he keeps cycling turns when he's when the provoked unit, he provokes things, and then when he keeps cycling turns when the provoked unit attacks him. Fire Dalsim. Very excited to get these units. Weird looking that their bodies are painted, but no, I don't want to. I don't want to do that again. Stretch your arm to attack the enemy. Stuns target, 30% chance. Yoga Fire spits fire from your mouth to attack the enemy. Removes all beneficial effects granted on target. 50% chance. Inflicts continuous damage for 2 turns. 50% chance. Removes continuous damage granted on all allies. And attacks all enemies. Removes continuous damage on all allies and attacks all enemies. Continuous damage on the enemy by the number of continuous damage. Oh, this is a Dragon's B10, B12 unit. Cleanses continuous damage on your team and attacks all enemies. This is a Dragon's B12 unit. Because it strips one enemy and inflicts continuous damage, and then it throws the continuous damage back on the enemies. Okay, so that's what that's looking for, or that's what that's looking like. Where else would we use him? I don't know. Because that's very specific. Removes continuous damage granted on all allies. That's not like all debuffs, that's continuous damage only. So, that's a very specifically Dragon's B12 and very specific other situation, like maybe against Rika in RTA or something. And then we have the Water 1, Yoga Punch, Stun, Drill Kick, attacks the enemy 2 times, 50% chance to decrease defense for 2 turns. Okay, I want to see the multiplier on that, because it's only a defense break for 1 enemy, but maybe we'll see the multiplier and it's going to be like some awesome, or maybe he's got good base attack power. A Nut Man, not Ant-Man, that says a Nut Man. Recovers your HP by 20% if you get a turn without getting attacked for 1 turn. And the damage is increased by 100% when you attack the enemy during that turn. Damage is increased by 100% when you attack the enemy during that turn. So you have to not get attacked. That could be cool, I guess. Because I mean, we see like the Fire Phantom Thief has something similar, where he gets extra damage increase, like extra damage output. So I think that could be something like something similar to that. Shumbi's gonna be so excited to see. Oh, he's gonna be so excited. Okay, Wind one we already kind of saw. We saw the first 2 skills we already know. The Wind one is in the dev notes. Spits a large flame to attack all enemies. 25% chance to stun. Damage increases per continuous damage granted on the enemy. So that's good for like TOA hard kind of thing, right? Because you use continuous damage though. So extra damage. And then we have the light one. Yoga Fire is just the strip continuous damage, and then the Yoga Flame attacks all enemies. Powerful Flames. 50% chance to block beneficial effects granted on them for 2 turns. Destroys the enemy's max HP by 50% of the damage dealt. Block beneficial effects, destroys HP, 50% of the damage dealt. AoE, block beneficial effects. Because block beneficial effects, the first thing you think now is Steel Fortress, right? But it's not really for Steel Fortress. It's for other stuff. You know what? That could be good for Guild Wars. Against Communes, against Skogels, against things like that for Guild Wars. I could see that being useful for Guild Wars, actually. So, that's what I would say. He's a support unit, though, and he destroys HP by 50% of damage dealt. But he's not an attacker. He's a support unit. So I don't know how much his multipliers are going to be. I don't know how much his attack power is going to be. So I'm kind of concerned about that. But that's the first thing that I would think is block beneficial effects and destroy HP. Like Guild Wars, Guild Siege. More Guild Siege, rather. Dark one is a defense unit. Stun for skill. Attacks enemy, decrease defense for skill 2. Recovers the attack bar of all allies except yourself in proportion to the number of harmful effects granted on yourself each turn. Recovers attack bar of all allies in proportion to the number of harmful effects granted on yourself. Ignores harmful effects, excluding oblivion effects and ability effects granted on yourself. Ignores harmful effects? What do you mean? I don't know what this means. I want to see what this actually means. Ignores all harmful effects excluding oblivion effect and inability effects granted. He's immune to CC? He's immune to all harmful effects? If he's immune to all harmful effects, if he just ignores defense break and ignores attack break and ignores excluding oblivion effect. So he's immune to defense break? And attack break and everything else. I want to see how that works. It looks like he's going to be immune to harmful effects aside from oblivion and CC. That's what that looks like. That's curious, I guess. Okay, and then we have Fire Chun Li. Oh my god. I need a drink, man. Shoots the enemy to inflict damage and decrease attack bar by 30% with a 50% chance. Spinning bird kick attacks all enemies 2 times. Spinning bird kick to decrease attack speed for 2 turns, 50% chance each. Not anything too crazy, right? Maybe it's got a good multiplier, I don't know. Renkiko increase the attack bar of all allies by 30% and increases speed and crit rate for 2 turns each. Increases speed and crit rate. Okay. Too bad it's not increases like crit rate and attack power, right? That would be cool. I mean, she could be used. She could be used. Increase attack speed and crit rate for 2 turns each, and increase attack bar. Increase attack bar, increase attack speed. I mean, it's like a Bernard, but also increases crit rate. Which is not bad. I mean, it's not bad. Does she replace some of these other things, though? Does she replace Bernard? Maybe. We'll see how, we'll see what her stats are. But that's looking like Bernard with a crit rate buff. And then we have the water one, Spinning Bird, same first and second skills. Excuse me. And then we have the third skill, Hoyu. I'm not going to say that. 7 hits. Decrease attack bar. If target's attack bar becomes 0, inflicts damage that ignores defense. 7 attack will always ignore defense. So if this hits a... if this hits something that's already attack gauge decreased, this should do 7 hits that ignore defense? That's what that looks like, which seems absolutely insane. That seems absolutely insane. That looks really OP at first glance, though. But that looked OP before. Like, that seemed really, really good. Okay, let's take a look at the wind one. I kind of want this water Chun Li, though. Like, for real, I kind of want this water Chun Li. Second skill for the wind one, attacks the enemy 3 times with the lightning kick to decrease attack bar by 20% each. Deals damage that ignores defense when the target's attack bar is 0. Second skill, triple hit, ignores defense when attack bar is 0. Anything that says ignores defense, you got to think really long and hard about that and be like, okay, ignore defense. I see the magical words that say ignore defense. Is this going to be OP? Can we make this OP? It's the second skill. It's only 3 times decreased attack bar. So you kind of have to have this follow up something that already decreases attack bar. And then Renkyaku. Your attack power increases in proportion to the attack speed. Increase the attack speed for 1 turn after attacking the enemy every turn. So she constantly gives herself speed buffs. So she decreases... Make her fast. She needs to be fast. Attack power increased in proportion to the attack speed. She needs to be like speed, crit damage, attack very, 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 very fast. Because she has a lot of attack gauge reduction on first and second skills. Ignores defense. Speed buff for herself. And attack power increases in proportion to the attack speed, man. So, yeah, it looks like she could be a single target controlled nuker. She's going to keep decreasing attack speed and keep speeding herself up and keep ignoring defense, is what it seems like. That one's kind of interesting, too. She kind of reminds me of like that wind martial artist a little bit. No one's excited now. She reminds me of the wind martial artist, and he's kind of an underrated unit. I mean, not like he's an amazing unit, but he's kind of cool in the way he works. Like every time I use him, I'm like, man, he's pretty fun. And she ignores defense. She does what he does a little bit, but ignores defense. Not quite the same, but anyway. Light Kung Fu Girl. Light Chun, isn't it though? Light Chun Li attacks all enemies 2 times. We already saw the spinning bird kick. We already saw the Kikoken. And then Heavenly Kick's passive damage increases up to 200% as your attack speed is faster than the enemy's attack speed. Automatic effect. Yikes. Wow. So this is already very, very, very disgusting, and it's already potentially OP. Damage increases up to 200% if the attack speed is faster than your enemy's attack speed. So this and Gemini is just a really gross cleave, right? Damage increase up to 200% plus. I mean, you don't really even need an attack power buff. AoE defense break, 300 speed Gemini, 300 speed Light Chun Li, and big nuke. So she's gonna have her AoE decrease attack speed on the enemies. AoE spinning bird kick, which also does 200% extra damage. That's potentially very, very gross one-shot nastiness. That's these Chun-Lis, man. These Chun-Lis seem good. I don't know. They seem like very fast cleave units. Which I'm sure Foxy will appreciate the Chun-Lis. He'll be like, hey, let's summon Chun-Li. Okay. Then we got the second skill, decreased attack bar, ignores defense. This is the smoke alarm thing. Kikosho for the Dark 1/3 skill. Attacks all enemies 3 times powerful energy. Each attack is the 80% chance to remove all beneficial effects. All enemies 3 times. Triple hit, remove beneficial effects. Decrease the attack power for 2 turns. Increase the chance of landing a glancing hit for 2 turns respectively. Go F yourself, come to us. Okay, let me explain what this is. Bagel pissed off. We don't know why Bagel pissed off. AoE, strip, each attack, 80% chance to strip. Actually, I think these are subsequent. I think the first one strips, second one decreased attack power, and third one is a glancing hit. I think that's what it actually is. I don't think it's each attack has a 80% chance to strip. So first, it looks like it's the first hit, removes all beneficial effects. Second hit, decreased attack power. Third hit, glancing hit. So this is basically like the Dark Unicorn, but AoE strips instead of just does the other things and not strip. So, is she better than the Dark Unicorn now? Oh my god, because she strips! She strips though. Anyway, I want to see how fast she is. If she's very fast, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. Alright guys, anyway, I think we basically covered everything. These Chun-Lis, man, they seem the most fun to use. I was excited about the Dalsims. I think the Chun-Lis are seem the most fun to use. Some of these other ones seem very, very OP though too. Light Ryu seems awesome. Seems like a unit that I would love. I don't know. I get excited for the fast cleave damage units, right? I don't get excited for I know the Dark Bison's gonna be OP, but I just get more excited for the fast cleave units. You know what I mean? Anyway, what do you guys think? Hope you guys are excited as I am. Wow, this was a super long video, but I kind of figured it was gonna be a super long video. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. That's it for this one. And I will see you as always in the next one when we start testing these things out, when we start doing all the different content, and start summoning some of these Street Fighter units. So anyway, that's it for this one. I'll see you as always in the next one.